Hey, welcome to Watercooler. I think this is episode 352.
Can confirm.
Okay, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 7. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us today.
7. It's a long way to a banger.
Dude, I know, man.
It's a long way.
Oh, it's going to be so... I'm going to be an old man by the time we get to it.
Road.
I'm going to be an old man by the time we get to the next
See you
banger.
all at the next banger.
Oh, boy.
353, my bad.
Oh, hey, we're closer then. We are closer to the next
Closer
banger.
to the banger.
Hey,
You're welcome.
things are looking up. This is great. All right, well, you know how the show goes. All right, Chris locks him on a kick it with my Corolla Digital Buzz and Matt. With me today in studio, Gary Smith.
So what's up?
Hey. Mike Dawson.
Watercooler.
Wow, we should get Dave Coulier on the show.
It's French.
Yeah.
Classy.
Oh, I thought it was Canadian.
It's French-Canadian.
And then all... Go ahead, Matt.
Well, I'm just waiting for the right time.
Good. All the way in Austin, Texas. Oh.
White Claw sounds badass.
Oh, Matt Fondelier. And that drop was perfectly complimentary to the T-shirt you're wearing.
That's why I picked it.
Hey, brother.
All right. So a lot going on. But right before the mics heated up, Dawson and Matt, much to my and Gary's chagrin.
Correct.
Chagrin.
We're talking horror movies in detail about some of the gore scenes.
Yeah, right as Chris put his headphones on, Matt was explaining how there were a lot of hooks and pulling of skin.
Yeah, pulling of skin. Well, anyway, then the movie Hellraiser came up, and they're talking about it. Now, Hellraiser, I know this. It is ingrained into my mind. The Pinhead guy. Pinhead. Is that his name?
That's correct.
Yeah, Pinhead's...
Not actually referred to that in any of the movies, but that's how he's known in popular culture.
Okay, so because
It's the Ewok of horror
I haven't
films.
even read the wikis on any of the Hellraisers, but
yeah, that's going to be a little too scary for you, pal.
yeah, I'm not even there yet. But it is the movie. Like when I would go to Blockbuster Video, and they had the wall of covers, I would just look. Oh my god. That Pinhead, because the Hellraiser 1, it was just a picture of Pinhead looking right at you. Terrifying cover for a kid, as a kid.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Yeah. That's it right there. Oh, that's it. Matt's holding it up. He just took it from his DVD collection under the letter H. Maybe I'm thinking of Hellraiser 3. That one looks actually more familiar.
Did you skip 2?
Yeah, you went out of order. That
The
was
first
weird.
one was a 1 and 2. It was a double DVD set.
Oh, of course. Well, there's
Silly
Pinhead.
me.
So, yeah, he looks like a ball. He looks like Powder getting acupuncture, right? And so
That's amazing.
Yep.
That's how it should be
Very
built. It's like
apt.
Powder.
Very
If Powder got acupuncture.
yeah, that's
elevator
what that's
pitch
what
right there.
Hellraiser looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
But yeah, terrifying. Well, now they've remade it, rebooted, remade. What is it? Sequel?
I would call it a reboot, and in that manner, also a sequel because it's a reboot. So
Okay. And they're talking about it. So I just are you looking forward to this, Doss? Are you looking forward to the new Hellraiser?
Yeah, I actually think it's chagrin. You know?
Dawson was asking.
I've never,
if, yeah, he said he's never seen any
never
Hellraiser
seen a
movies.
Hellraiser, and I wanted to know if I had to watch all of them to know what's going on in this Hellraiser. I was being
definitely-
Kaylin's favorite word, is what I was doing. I was being facetious.
Ah.
Yes.
You definitely do not need to see all of them. That is for sure. I would describe the first two being sort of like Alien and Aliens, in that Alien is like a very simple haunted house story, and then they kind of expanded the world, and now there's a lot of aliens, and now it's super crazy. So Hellraiser kind of works the same way. The first movie is like a very intimate story, and Pinhead is kind of in it, but really not even till the very last part of the movie, and then it's just kind of over. And then the second one, you're like in hell, and there's demons everywhere, and it's just fucking crazy.
So is Hellraiser 2 better than Hellraiser 1?
I think so, but it's also
That's not
just like
Alien.
more, you know, there's just more going on in it.
Wait, so Hellraiser 2 just sounds like Little Nicky.
I was just going to say, how does it compare to the hell in Little Nick?
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
A lot of parallels.
Yeah.
Lot of parallels.
Okay.
And so this new one, it's definitely not a remake. They're definitely like it's based on the same book that the original movie was based on, but this new one, it definitely incorporates a lot of the stuff that you kind of have seen in Hellraiser movies over the years, sort of like in the way that Jurassic World kind of brought in little things from Jurassic Park, if you guys kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up.
Yeah.
When's the
original
last time
movie
you
was.
watched Hellraiser 1?
It's been a few years,
Yeah.
but not much longer than that, probably within the last 5 years.
And it stands up?
Yeah, it's entertaining for sure.
gonna
he
watch
has.
that
I mean, he
shit.
has
I gotta
a
watch it.
double feature.
I've
Yeah.
never-
He'll
I've
mail,
never
he'll
seen
mail
any
it to you,
of them.
dude. Yeah.
Nice.
Mail
Yeah,
it to
dude, I
him.
got them all right here.
Yeah,
dude, you're gonna have. It's one. What a DVD gold that is. 1 and 2.
that's
amazing.
nice.
I can't speak so much for the other sequels. We
Is
actually
it-
watched one of them recently, and it was.
Is
not
it
good.
2 discs or is it the double-sided single disc? That's
Throwing it
find
back
out.
to the
Remember
old
the
school.
double-sided
Yes.
CDs?
It's not. It's got one of those
Oh,
little,
the pages.
little flippadoos.
The flippadoos. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot the technical
Yeah,
term.
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it has the flippadoo. That's
Got the
right.
flippadoo.
That's nice. That's a nice double feature for my own personal hell.
Dude,
Now-
I had one with a triple flip-a-do.
A triple do.
Yeah.
Really?
It was crazy, man.
That's too many flippadoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust that many flippadoos. Now, how long was hell a swear word? Like, do you let Gary Jr. say hell? Would you be upset if he did?
Probably not, but
No?
I also expect him to call his teacher something really, really rude in the first, I don't know, next year or two.
Really?
Yeah. I have a
What's he
hard time-
saying? What's he saying these days?
He's not really saying anything, but I have a very hard time censoring myself. Like I don't really work or live in an environment up until now where
What
I
are some
have
of the
to censor
greatest hits?
myself.
What are our choices here?
I mean, to be honest, he hasn't really gotten to the swearing yet, but like just the way he'll like. I've said it on this show before, but when he picked up the Amazon package and brought it to me on the couch and said, "Let's open this bad boy up," that shit made me laugh pretty hard because he was not trying to be funny whatsoever. He wanted to open that package up and see if there was something in there for him.
Yeah, of course.
It was fantastic. So stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I mean, I don't know if when you were a kid, like, hell was a bad word. H-E double hockey sticks.
Sure.
You can't say hell. So it was weird going to Blockbuster and seeing hell right there, right in front of me. As a kid. Can you imagine? I could have turned out way more terribly.
We never really had hell as a bad one, even though we were in the whole Catholic thing. I just don't think you could say it during grade school. But if you said at home and you were like 10, what the hell?
Yeah.
Or something, probably get slapped more for being obstinate than for saying the word hell. You know?
Yeah. Because it's really about intention, right?
Right.
Just hell happened to be.
You wouldn't get in trouble for hell.
Yeah. Was it ever bad when you were growing up, Matt? As a nice Jewish boy who
not
ate
really.
pork? Yeah.
My parents both had mouths like sailors, as the expression would go. So there was a lot of cussing in my house growing up, and so I think the cat was out of the bag pretty early on for me.
Yeah. All right.
I've told you guys the story where I was at like Knott's Berry Farm or something on one of those like Dumbo style rides where you go up and down in the airplane, and I apparently told the little kid in front of me that he was a fucking asshole, and I was like 4 years old when this happened. So the force was strong with me.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I was a kid, because I was deathly afraid to swear.
Yeah.
You know,
Me too.
I had the Asian mom, very strict. So I remember being in my room alone, looking left, looking right, going to the corner, under my breath, damn. And then just look.
So
Anything
that's
happen?
what you're doing in the
Anything
corner,
happen?
and Matt's over in the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm whispering damn.
You are a good Catholic.
And then, Matt's creating
Yeah, I was
a
glad
damn.
to see in the Facebook group a lot of other dudes had like pictures of girls on their wall. It was not just me.
I
so.
know, yeah.
Yeah, and most of them were posters, though. They didn't have a corner of shame where they would beat off into the wall.
Speaking of, we do have some great comments. Before we get to that, though, so if you've been listening to the Adam Carolla show, I kind of regaled this story. But yesterday, got in my car to go to work, same time as always, start the car, wave to my gardener as I drive by, get about 5 feet, and it sounds like there's a group of Harleys just riding down my street. catalytic converter was stolen. I knew immediately. You just know. You can feel it.
Yeah, when a Prius starts making that sound,
Yeah.
there's nothing else it could be.
And then it just sounds like, because now everyone's turning their head, right? All the people outside, like, oh, what's going on? Like, Chris make a mod to his car?
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy. Like, geez. Overcompensating much? With your Prius that you've now installed a crazy V8 LS5 engine swap. Did I say that right?
Close.
Producer of CarCast, everybody. And yeah, so I had to turn around. I knew exactly what's happening, but I wanted to see for myself. Get the thing on the jack, look underneath, and certainly sawed off was the catalytic converter from underneath. And Priuses, look, I'll be honest. I've known they were a target. Everybody keeps saying it's a target. It's a target. I've gone years with my Prius, many years. And I thought, okay, well, I think I'm pretty good. I'm in good shape. And
You rolled those proverbial cheese ball dice one too many times.
look, I should have known. I should just stop rolling dice. Period.
Yeah.
We all should learn that. Listeners
Never stop.
too. We've all learned our lesson. And then so I'm bummed about this. I'm about to get on the phone with my insurance, and then I hear that noise outside again. And I run
Somebody else
outside.
on the street.
It's my next door neighbor.
Oh.
Same exact thing. Goes back into his driveway, and we talked for a little bit. Say I got hit too. Look across the street, another lady with a Prius. Same thing. Our whole street just got hit hard, and then so I called. We have a body shop near us, and I just wanted to call because after insurance took care of it. Oh, let me pause here real quick. I saw Steve Shoemaker. He put out a thing like with a Venmo request or a little GoFundMe to help me out because they are expensive to replace, like $2,500 plus to replace these catalytic converters on your car. My insurance is covering it with a negligible deductible, so I'm good, man. But I appreciate you and all the people who are putting money together for me. That's super nice of you. But check out our Patreon instead.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
it's
That's the best way to support.
It's not necessary, but very much appreciated. Anyway, get on the phone with the insurance, and then they're like, okay, find a shop of your choice, and we'll take care of it for the most part. And so I'm calling around. I call the shop across the street from my place, pretty much, and I asked them. They think, oh, were you this guy? No, were you this guy? Like they already had 5 people come in that day asking if they do catalytic converter swaps or replacements for their Prius.
So they just had
They're
like a
we happen
fucking.
to have 6 fresh in from last night.
Oh, interesting.
Seriously.
Yeah, exactly. So
Interesting.
So they are they didn't, right? And I called about 10 other places. All the places are fresh out. Got some laughs even because it's like, dude, that catalytic converter for the Prius is on a national back order, and it could take months to get that. And you can't. This is not like an aftermarket part you put on. You have to get the OEM version because it's all about smog emissions and everything like that, and you have to get it installed legit. So I'm still waiting to hear how long this is going to take. Now, this bothered me as I was calling everywhere because this is my day yesterday, other than working on the zooming into the show from home and blah blah blah, and doing trending topics with 10 minutes notice. So I call these places, and every single one. This is how the conversation went. Hey, do you do catalytic converter replacements? I have a Prius. You have to bring it in. But like, do you do it? Yeah, we could do it. Do you have the part? It's on back order, but just bring it in and we'll figure it out from there. Just get it towed here. Okay, I understand that, but how long would this take? We can't tell you. Got to bring it in. How much do you think it would cost? Can't tell you. Got to bring it in.
Wow.
And like, look, I have to tow my car over there. I get one free tow with my insurance. So this is a commitment, right? Like whatever place I
One
pick.
free tow sounds like a folk band out of Indiana. There's out of southern Indiana.
Yeah.
Well,
one
my
free
question
tow.
my question would be, what's your storage fee? Because you're not going to store that car for a couple weeks for free.
Right. But none of them would give me any information. It's like,
Right.
just get it over here and we'll talk. You can't give me a ball. I'll take it up to like a month either way. Can you just, how long does this typically take? Can't tell you. Can't tell you. You got to bring it in. I'm not going to tell you. Got to bring it in. And one place did finally tell me. I'm like, how long? And they're like, we seem to take up to 6 months. And
Jeez.
that's fun because I got to get a rental car and all that stuff. And the rental car's not fully covered, so I'm trying to get this done as soon as I can.
I bet.
Yeah. So dealing with all that, and it's sad that the supply isn't nearly as sufficient as the stealing of it. Like they get on back order because they're all getting stolen at a much higher rate.
Right.
So
Yeah, why would people care about the precious metals inside when you can probably just start turning around and selling them to auto?
I know.
shops?
I kind of wish they would do that now, but I hear after you cut it out, you can't reinstall it. You have to just get the whole new replacement.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
man.
Because it's all about smog, and you can't
Now,
just weld
on
that
your
thing
driveway,
together.
you said you weren't parked in your driveway.
Right.
Now, is your driveway gated?
No.
So, but they just won't. They didn't hit anybody's Prius that was parked in their driveway.
I think they got one in the driveway.
Yeah, so they
It
probably
wouldn't
would
matter.
have gotten it anyway.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Look, the process of stealing these things takes about sub 4 minutes.
Right.
It's quick. So
Right.
they go at 3 a.m. and they could do a whole street of cars in under an hour.
Yeah. Have you, when you do get it fixed, have you thought about like there are places around where you
Already
can-
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they actually so there are a few ways to prevent this, and look, consider this your PSA, listeners. And this isn't just for Priuses. Look up if your model is an easy target, because there are a lot of other cars that are easy targets too. But you can get some sort of guard installed underneath. It's a few $100, but it'll save you a lot of time, and it makes it virtually impossible for them to steal. It's sad
it's a
that you have to get
shotgun
that.
with a string.
Yeah, that's right. Or no, it's a big box and then you hold the string, and then as soon as they get under
Just
there, you pull the string.
Just get super glue and broken glass.
Or do that.
Done.
Yeah. Or just take the broken glass, tape it to your knuckles, and fight
Right.
them. Like
the death.
yeah, like in The Gray. He survived that, right? I don't remember. Anyway,
I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That sucks.
yeah. It happens. I pushed my luck a little too far.
You rolled those cheese ball
I
dice.
rolled the
one
dice.
too many
Wait,
times.
I wanted more. I wanted more cheese ball. You saw it. We also had happened to cheese ball. It went on too long, just like this, and me pushing my luck. So,
All right, you don't need to bring that into it.
but anyway, yeah, we'll see what happens. But right now, I'm the proud renter of a Chevy Malibu.
Ballin'.
Yeah. You know what I love though? This Apple CarPlay is cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
You don't like it? You don't care for it?
I don't. No, it's not bad. It's a lot better than it was a few years ago. That's for sure.
Because I've been doing the car mount, and I basically look like an Uber driver with a car mount, my phone on the car mount, which it's fine. I actually like it. It's easy, and I just I just have my phone up.
They're still making the Malibu, huh?
Yeah,
They're still making that.
they're
car.
nice now, dude.
Pretty much exclusively for rental car companies, though.
Yeah, exactly.
It might
that's
be.
their
I think it is.
argument. That's their audience. That's
It
their
might be.
market.
Yeah, because it's like if
Because
you want.
no one else would buy this car. When only rental companies will buy the car,
Yeah.
it's time to stop making it.
Well, when you get to Lincoln, Nebraska, and Hertz gives you a Chevy Malibu, you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
You know, it's from Chevrolet. It's probably gonna get where I'm going.
yeah, and that's all. That's
Move
all I
along.
needed.
There's something kind of fun about it too, though. All the whole rental car experience itself is not great, but when you're in like a strange car, it doesn't have to be like an amazing car. At least in my experience, it just gives you the feeling that you're on a vacation, like you're driving a car that's not yours.
Yeah, it's like a movable hotel room. Like you're in there. It's like, ooh, this isn't my stuff, but this is kind of
Yeah,
cool. It's
exactly.
it's not my domain, but it is. This is kind of fun. And I'll be honest, there were a few times on my drive-in where I'm like, yeah, if I had to, I'd drive this around. I
be a
could do
Malibu
this.
guy.
I could do this. Yeah, it's not bad.
turn up the volume. Like, man, the bass on this really
Yeah.
kicks, dude.
Yeah.
Chevy really put a lot of time
Oh, I
into
did.
that.
I was like, these speakers aren't bad. I could
Yeah.
listen to music here. I get some good clarity in here. I think I'm okay with this. And then the Apple CarPlay of the big display on there. I was like, okay,
You're living the dream.
there's something to this.
Yeah.
I had to go to Vegas a few years back, and I didn't want to take my S10, so I rented a fucking Dodge Charger and blasted that thing out.
Why not?
How long did it take?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Look, it's all. I like doing the rental, the fun rental cars. See, one time I got a Chevrolet Camaro, the Bumblebee edition. Like it just
Sure.
looked like I was freaking Bumblebee driving around. Yeah.
Because it was yellow with a black stripe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah. I was driving around like Bumblebee.
It's more like a Hot Wheel than a
Where's Haley
Bumblebee.
Steinfeld? Yeah. So it is-
Anyone ever done Turo?
What's that?
It's where you rent directly from like a car owner, right? So if you're going to wherever you want and you want a cool car, like you want a Porsche or something, you can just rent it peer to peer, like from another person, kind of like an Airbnb, and they'll just show up at the airport with their car, hand you the keys, and then you drop it back off at the airport.
I've heard of this.
Or
Yes.
whatever designated whatever, and you can get really cool stuff for very reasonable prices.
I like that actually.
Like when my friends from New York come to California, like for my wedding and stuff, they all like rented like cool convertible like sports cars because when they weren't at the wedding, all they wanted to do was drive up and down PCH and pretend like they were California.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a nice car, windows down, maybe the top down.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? But anyway, yeah, it was a fun day yesterday. But I made it in today, and I'll be hanging out in the Malibu for who knows how long.
When are we going out to lunch in that thing?
Whenever you want, man.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Pile in. It seats 5, you guys. All right, so yeah, Doss, you excited?
Wire me in, baby.
Speaking of Vegas,
Put a monitor on that passenger seat.
Yeah, you're in, dude.
Seatbelt that thing in
I'll
there,
put you on the
baby.
screen.
Put you on CarPlay.
Yeah, there you go.
CarPlay is a Zoom
CarPlay.
app. I don't know what it does.
It just basically does audio.
Ah, lame. You excited for Vegas?
Yes, very excited. 'Cause today's been a long day, but we had a change in schedule, so we don't have to work Friday morning. So now I don't have to worry about driving to Vegas after the show and then trying to get a rehearsal in. But yeah, dude, I'm more excited now, but I still got to make all my cheat sheets. I got to relearn all my songs.
What are cheat sheets? It's like the chord changes and stuff, or lyrics.
Something that says, "Here's the bridge of this song." You know, what chord does the bridge go to?
You change chords in the bridge? See, that's your first problem, man. Come on, dude. Just keep it going, you know. You're the one that told me like 3 chords is all you need.
That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Different
which,
chords in the
No, I'm
bridge.
more anxious than excited.
Yeah.
I'll get excited after we rehearse
Yeah.
on Friday for the first time with this new band.
Yeah. All right. Can't wait to hear about it, man.
speaking of 3 chords is all you need. Did you see the news today?
Oh my God. Oh, yeah, I did. Music's worst kept secret. Like
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this to drop for a while, but Mr. Tom DeLonge is back in Blink 182.
And they're going out on tour and they're
Going
releasing
world
new
tour,
music.
new music. The When We Were Young Fest
Really?
just released their lineup for next year. Yeah, this emo kid is pretty hyped.
Yeah, same.
A lot of hype. A lot of hype.
So what happened to the dude that was on their last
Matt
album?
Skiba, he's out.
He just was like,
Who cares, man?
We thank him for his
Who
service.
cares?
We thank him for his service, but yeah, it's time to get Tom DeLonge back on. That's a bad impression. I tried.
Wasn't bad.
I said Toim. I think I did that
was
one right.
okay.
Look, I'll say it again. Tom DeLonge is the reason I play guitar. I started playing guitar because I was like, man, that's cool, and he's cool, and I want to play just like him. And I learned all of his songs. So yeah, it's a pretty big deal for me. Sorry, Casey Peters. I know you hate him. You're wrong. Yeah, so I'm pumped, man.
Me too, man.
It's the original lineup, and they got a new album. Come on.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. All right, you guys want to do some comments?
It's time for listener
You should go see that show when it hits the Santa Barbara Bowl.
I don't think it's going. They're not. They're
They
going
might.
out. Maybe.
They might.
All right.
They might.
They announced it. I didn't see
Unless
Santa
they're,
Barbara.
you
I
know,
don't know maybe they
if
did.
they're doing just regular, you know, unless it's a fucking arena
Yeah.
show.
They didn't. They gave cities out.
They
I don't
probably
think they gave venues
could
out.
do the Forum really easily.
Yeah, I think
They
so.
could sell out a weekend at the Forum.
I think it's gonna be. I predict it's gonna be the Forum. They're gonna sell out the first show so quick they'll add 1 or 2 more right after that.
Sometimes bigger shows will play the Santa Barbara Bowl because it's a cool venue.
I mean, the Kardashian guest list alone might fill up half the Forum, right?
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, Travis Barker. Come on. All right. Speaking of Casey
They're
Peters.
doing Bank of California in LA.
There it is.
Where's that?
It's right next to the USC Coliseum.
Yeah.
It's the soccer stadium.
It's on the
Okay.
110, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Casey
got
Peters.
Austin on there?
You have the internet.
So mean. He's got the whole fucking concert lineup right in front of him.
July 7th at the Moody Center.
Ooh.
That seems to be the place everyone plays. All right.
Let's go. Casey Peters says, "Yep, I done kicked my coverage. Happy 2nd anniversary to my wife, Gabby. Hey, woo, happy
Congrats,
anniversary,
man.
guys."
You know, it makes me feel old that much time has passed because I remember when he was going to propose to her. That was like a topic of discussion on this podcast. So it's really weird, even though, I mean, we've maybe met in person like one time or something.
We've been
but
bearing witness this entire
Yeah,
time.
I'm like, wow,
Where's our present, dude?
we are part of this marriage.
That's
Yeah.
a very good question.
Where's
Where's
our,
our
where's our
present?
gift package?
Where's our present?
Hence,
You
yeah,
know?
that's what
I
I
couldn't
really
be
want to
at
bring
the
up.
wedding, but we were certainly part of it.
At
I
the
would like
very
this
least,
present.
I would like
Yeah.
an acknowledgement of the role we play.
Yeah, via some sort of present.
Awfully
yeah.
selfish of you.
Yeah, just some sort of
You and
gift.
your wife. Let's be honest.
This is the
She's
same guy
equally
who-
guilty.
This is the same guy who tried to organize a fundraiser for you, Chris?
No.
That was
No,
Shroom
no.
Tracker. This is the guy who
Oh, that
does
was a
all our
much better
music.
fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on.
Yeah, this is the guy
Remember?
that does other free work.
This is our.
This
Yeah,
is our music and drop guy.
yeah he
Yeah,
hates Blink,
that
but that's
guy.
okay. The
We love you, Casey.
yeah, love you, KC. What is the second? So the first year's paper. What's the second year, Matt?
Coal.
Yep. That's what it
coal.
was.
Chalk.
I'm terrible.
I'm
with this,
actually trying to remember.
Straw.
I'm terrible with this, but I think it might be leather.
Leather.
Earthquake.
maybe
Leather
Red-
is in the first few years.
Red leather or yellow leather?
It's actually fire.
lavender leather, actually.
Lavender leather. Okay, if it's leather, what should Casey be getting Gabby for their second anniversary?
Second anniversary, my mistake, is cotton. Leather's for the
Cotton?
third. Leather's
Oh,
for
There
the
you
third.
go. Get
Yeah,
her a
you got-
T-shirt.
You got a t-shirt with your face on
I
it?
married Casey Peterson. All I got was the shitty T-shirt.
Hey, why don't you get her some Q-tips that aren't wet, bro?
Hey, Casey, don't do that.
That would be so great.
The fact that Dawson's laughing is a bad sign for
Yeah,
you.
I don't even know what happened.
Nice, Matt.
T-shirt.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay, let's see here. Ryan Roberts says, Happy Thanksgiving to all the Canadian Bobos. Yeah, they just celebrated Canadian
Wait.
Thanksgiving.
Canada.
Yeah, I wonder do we know what the Canada Thanksgiving story is?
I don't know what it's all about.
Sorry.
What kind of cuisine? I mean, is it, I'm thinking poutine.
Maple.
Yeah, there's gonna be gravy
No, it was
on
maple syrup. That's when they showed up, and they're like, "Take our sausage and our syrup."
Yeah, the
Eh?
maple flour.
Right. And here's
Yeah.
a toque.
The maple flour.
Yeah, they showed up on the maple flour.
And all the Native Canadians were like very polite about it. They're
Yeah.
like, okay,
Oh, dude, I love
okay.
Canada.
Yeah, they actually got along with the natives. Yes, everybody got along very well, and they strived in that sort of situation. So
Thrived, I think you mean.
that's a mess. Thrived. Sorry, my brain
all good,
is
dude.
spinning.
Somebody steal something from you?
They
Dude,
thrived.
I was just thinking, like in the last 2 year, maybe a little, about 2 years, wedding funds stolen,
Yeah.
money out of my bag, so my fault, whatever. Smashed and grabbed all the stuff out of our car stolen. The catalytic converter. I feel
What
like there's
year of
another
marriage?
Yeah, you went to Italy.
What
That
year
was
of
the fifth one.
marriage is the metal catalytic converter year? Because maybe
Yeah.
it's someone else's anniversary.
Or maybe I should just wait.
I think that would be 6th, which
Oh.
is iron.
Then I should just wait.
That's
I'll probably
why
get that sooner than when these
You can
shops
just go,
find it.
you go steal one on your time, and then maybe it was someone else's catalytic converter anniversary.
Take a catalytic converter. leave a
catalytic
catalytic converter.
conversary.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Catalytic Converter Con. Meet up with all the other guys who are really into it. All the other businesses, all the booths.
You mean a lot? Like, do you mean
Everyone
like
speaks.
dudes with
All the
sawzalls?
booths.
Yeah.
They got catalytic
all the-
cosplay.
Yeah, they got the cosplay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
everybody. There's sawzalls. They sell so many sawzalls
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Right.
And maybe aprons because you're going to be lying on that ground. Back aprons.
Probably one of those like shields, those face shields. 'cause of
Face
the sparks.
shields.
I do want to know what brand electric battery operated sawzalls they use, because I need to buy that.
Yeah.
Dude, go to CatCon.
Yeah, dude, you'll
make
get a
sure you're
deal.
reading
That's
the-
a good
which one it is
Sawzall.
now.
If you go on Sunday, they sell it cheaper because they're just trying to get rid of all the stuff, right?
Right.
So yeah, you should go on Sunday and try to buy them off the booths because they don't want to take that,
That would
stuff
be
all
a
the way
good
back to
advertisement
their
for
home.
companies. You know,
Yeah, go to CatCon, check out
Sawzall, the number one choice of catalytic converter thieves.
Well, they do always. The cops always post those photos of like the tools they were using to steal it. So maybe
Yeah.
you're onto something there. If you're skill or something, and you can find a bunch of good cop photos where there's like 40 catalytic converters and one skill saw in the corner. Like
Right.
maybe start posting that online.
Yeah, that's a clean cut.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Got
That's
to
nice
a
and
lot that
smooth.
night, did you?
Not a lot of shavings either. Something's
Right.
Something's nice about
Now, the
this one.
rigid saw performed above expectations, but still not quite as good
Yeah.
as the original Sawzall.
Yeah, CatCon, they have all these models of catalytic converters, and they show you like how easy each one is as they go through.
They probably have a booth where it's like who can cut it the fastest.
Oh yeah. I mean, and then you get like a free reusable bag.
Yeah.
If you,
What's
if you
this, a
enter.
booth?
Yeah. So all the booth and the caffeine companies probably thrive there too. Yeah. Look. So yeah, definitely check that out if you're looking for the right tools for that, and just make some friends because you're all. You think they all know each other.
like-minded
yeah,
individuals.
Exactly.
CatCon.
Yeah, CatCon. Boom. All right, Stella
Coming this
George.
Croctober.
Joey would be so disappointed.
Oh, because CatCon.
That's why I said you got to read the fine print on which
Yeah.
one you're showing up to.
Joy
Because
is-
you
Joy is
show up
rolling
to the
in.
wrong CatCon with a fucking sawzall and a fucking metal fucking tube, you're not going to be welcome. So
Yeah,
I
you
was
walk
thinking of
in
it-
with a sawzall and a metal tube, but there's nothing but a bunch of tractors around. They're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Or if you walk into the catalytic con, in your whiskers and your fake cat outfit.
Oh, they might think you're working.
Oh, they
know?
should. They
Well,
should
what
dress as
better
cats.
disguise?
Yeah.
I'm going trick or
Just
treating.
go, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Or
want?
like it's night. I'm just a cat.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm a cat.
I'm
I
just a cat,
identify
bro.
as a cat, and I curl up under
That's
warm
true.
cars to
That's
stay
true.
warm.
Yeah, I'm just a cat. Meow. Yeah, and then exactly. if you saw a guy just as a cat on all fours, just walking down the street at night, I'd be like, okay, man, do your thing, bro. Bye.
I'd cross the other side.
yeah, I wouldn't want to deal with you. You're just hiding out under that car.
I know better than to spook a cat.
Yeah. See? So let's see here. Stella George, she says, I did another half marathon with the Bobo Boy Army. Best
Lazy ass.
Oh, she was listening. She liked that when we were talking about rattlesnakes being a natural tube food. So
that was good.
that was in the Patreon episode, right?
Sure.
I think it was.
I'm sorry for that disparaging comment, but half? I mean, come on.
Why? That's
Half
great,
marathon?
dude.
That's half
Dude,
more than I'm
Half?
doing.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Dude, the Long Beach Marathon was this weekend, and
Fuck that.
I had a tea time.
Long Beach, no. Marathons are tight as long as they're nowhere near your house.
I had a tea time. It takes 5 minutes to get to this golf
Good
course
point.
from my house. This is my home base. This is where I go to the range every morning. Friends are golfing there. Got a tea time. Go. Took me 45 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
5-minute drive. Took me 45.
There was a heritage parade in the city I live in, and it basically goes down every main street surrounding my neighborhood, and then all of the staging is done inside my neighborhood. So there is like one exit for the whole neighborhood, and it puts you out in this one very specific direction and there's just like no way to get to anything that's the other direction.
Yeah.
So it's just basically like you're going south if you want to
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me, and then I just was wrestling internally as all these runners are just running by as I'm parked at this red light as this cop's not letting me go yet, and these runners running. I mean, look, they're tired, they're slow because it's been a long.
Sounds
it's been
like
a long
empathy's on the upper
race.
ropes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just watching these people like, good for them.
Yeah.
I knew it. I
and then
saw it. I
smash-
felt
then,
it
like,
coming.
Then 3 seconds later,
But
I hate them.
But also, that one right there looks
But I
slow.
love you.
I could probably get through.
I hate you.
Empathy
But I love
pins
it. Yeah.
inconvenience, but inconvenience
Yeah.
is off the mat.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. What's his name? Jerry Lawler.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Shit just got exciting, dude. So what'd you do? Run him over?
Yeah, I ran a few people over. Dawson, I kill. I'm currently
Yeah.
wanted.
He got his catalytic converter.
I mean, they were looking for a Prius, but you
Yeah.
were in a Malibu.
Yeah.
So they didn't know it was Chris Loxamana.
Yeah. Maybe I'm
Shit,
just driving
I
a getaway.
just said your name.
Oh,
Shit.
dang it.
I want to wait to
Yeah, we'll figure
release
it.
this show.
Yeah, I'll wait a little bit. So I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching these guys run, and I'm just wrestling. Yeah, internally wrestling with my thoughts and of whether I like these people or not. I do like them. Good for them. They should be running. This is a good thing. But hot damn, it was quite the inconvenience to where like I'm driving and I have a straight way to get into this golf course. I just have to drive straight. The guy just has to move, and he's been moving it over for people. But only coming from the right side. So I go, okay, I'm just going straight. I just got to get in there. They said, because I called the golf course. I'm like, oh, just to let them know you're coming in. They'll let you in. So I did. Like, okay, you got to turn right and get behind this line. So I had to just like, rather than just going straight through the intersection, I had to turn right and then make a weird U-turn
Ew.
and then get in line with this car so I could make a right into there. It was annoying.
That is annoying.
Yeah, but anyway, made it. But yeah, marathons, man. It only happens once a year. It's fine, but it's a lot of road.
It's
a lot
really
of road. We got a bunch of coast in Long
Yeah,
Beach. Right on the
yeah.
coast.
Yeah, I just feel like the Long Beach Marathon, I'm sure, is better, but like the thing that happened to me, not well publicized enough.
Yeah.
I did not know that was coming. I've known in past years. I don't know what they did differently this year, but it didn't get to me.
I didn't even know they existed.
Ah, see.
I knew there was an LA marathon. I didn't know there was a Long Beach marathon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But there's no LA Grand Prix, so why
Yeah.
would there necessarily be a Long Beach Marathon?
Yeah.
Like, every city doesn't need a fucking marathon. What if there was the North Hollywood Marathon? I think people would get pissed, dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got to
The
pick
North
and
Hollywood
choose.
one, you got to run because people are going to shoot you if you fall too far behind.
Yeah,
That is
North
true.
Hollywood Marathon is for survival.
Yeah, it's a highly motivated marathon.
Right.
Yeah. I know none of. I feel like I can assume none of us have ran a marathon.
Sure.
I haven't
Hey,
even walked
hey.
one. I haven't even watched one.
Okay. Well, that's just,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask. Has anybody like just like went out and watched one? Maybe cheered a friend on. Like people are out there with signs. Like,
No, I've said this before. I have a long history of not supporting my friends. So
oh, that's right. That's right.
not going to watch them do a marathon.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like you're waiting in the. I mean, I wouldn't know, so I don't know what it's like. But it feels like I just go wait at this intersection for a while.
My brother-in-law ran it 5 years in a row. Never occurred to me to go cheer him on.
Oh, you should.
Yeah.
He gets up and runs it. He's like right there at the start at like 5:30 in the morning. He's
Yeah,
finishing
way
up
too early.
around like 9:30.
Yeah.
I wake up and I watch the finish line on TV and
Yeah.
hope I see him. Never do,
Yeah.
but that's my plan.
See,
Okay, so you're supporting
going
from home.
going to be a spectator at a marathon is like you're gonna see the action once. You pick your spot, and the only way you're gonna see it twice is if you run faster than people running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's
not
only-
cool.
Yeah.
I guess you could call an Uber, but good luck getting an Uber
No,
at a
they
marathon.
can't. They're not. You're not going to be able. That's why it's like
Right.
you're
That Uber's
finding
gonna
your
be
spot.
turning right, making a U-turn, waiting. You know, it's gonna be.
You're
a
waiting
nightmare.
all morning for your buddy to pass by.
And then
Run
I
by.
did-
He's
yeah.
like, oh, I guess that was it.
But I
One
mean-
time I gave up fishing for Lent, and yeah, it's like you just wait 40 days like that movie, and then on like freaking
Did you go fishing
Easter
on
Sunday,
Easter
Easter Sunday after Mass, bro. Yeah, freaking you just go and then
Are
like
you 100% serious?
yeah, and then after like 5 minutes.
Did you fish all the time growing up?
No. Wait, by the
Then
way,
how do you give up
does he think-
fishing for
does he
Lent?
think I'm fishing? Fishing's whipping glizzies. I gave up whipping glizzies for Lent.
Oh, Jesus, dude. It's like,
I thought I made this clear. We're going fishing. I'm trying to be a little.
I'm sorry, man.
No,
You
you're right.
must
I
have-
should have been more
You must
clear.
have. I must have checked out
imagine-
for like the half a second it would take to get there.
Imagine giving yourself that personal challenge as a
Jesus.
as a teenage boy. You gave up whipping.
Shit, man. This dude must love.
Dude, I was really in
fishing.
a, yeah, bro.
Matt's corner would have been destroyed.
You just see the headline: Geyser erupts out of Thousand Oaks. Yeah, and I remember so 40 days, just like, oh my God, you're going to school sweating, like, oh, this is bad. And then right after Easter Mass, you go home, you do your thing, and it's just like,
Thanks, JC.
well, that's it. Like it just like happens like that. You're like, oh, I did all that for that, and then you're done. Yeah. So it's just what am I talking about?
I don't know, bro. I just don't know.
Oh, I was on. That's okay. It's a Patreon show, right?
No.
I know.
Whatever. You made it through, man.
Made it through.
Dude.
It's just nice to know I have that kind of discipline.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Well done.
I made it through.
Now I have the discipline not to talk about it.
I wish I did. Eric Lepore says, I'm not sure if Nielsen ratings affect the podcast or not, but I just got a Nielsen questionnaire in the mail and said that I most listen to the Watercooler podcast. Hopefully it helps in some fashion. I think it will.
I mean,
It definitely will.
money, please.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate
Well,
it, buddy.
I bet the Nielsen company is trying to
Get their.
offer numbers to podcasts to use for sales
Yeah, of course.
to monetize things. But most likely it was a questionnaire about radio, Eric.
So you did the right thing.
Let me know.
All right.
Because I don't know anyone who's ever gotten those, but I know that, in big markets, it's like could be 4 times a year. We only had it once a year in Santa Barbara, but it's fucking ratings month. and people get, and they were called books, and you get a book, and you were supposed to keep a log of what you
Wait, what's it
listened to
called?
for
What
how
is this
long.
called?
That's a radio ratings thing. But if he got his
book.
directly from the Nielsen company,
Yeah.
I'm curious because they're not asking you about podcasts. That's the point. They're not sending this shit out for podcasts.
Don't care.
It's
Put
for
it in.
either radio or television.
Write in ballot.
Which one did you get, and how did you write that in? I'm curious. Please send pictures.
I just want to know
Get that back in the mail.
why it was that Leslie Nielsen was decided he was the end all be all
Yep.
of who watches what channels.
Yep.
Yeah. It's the same way that Michelin got the ratings for restaurants. How did you guys get that?
Because
Right?
they want to see if it's easy to drive there.
Yeah. See, that's really it's big tire. They're trying
big
to. They
tire.
just want you to buy more tires through
Yep.
it. Yeah, I went
He
to a
made
restaurant.
3
like, I need
Police
tires.
Academy movies, and now he can tell you who had the most popular TV show. It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, we're talking about him, right?
Yeah, it's true.
All right.
He's still alive?
No, I don't think so.
No, he's not. Dawes
I could
Angeles.
be totally wrong though.
No,
he should be on the next Dead or Alive. Let's
He's
throw him on there
definitely
and
dead.
just see.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen.
Oh yeah. All right.
You know, the guy in charge of all the movie ratings.
Yeah. Right.
TV ratings.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Los Angeles
What?
says, "I'm grateful we have Sunday Ticket. I
Yeah.
get to watch the Lions lose every Sunday. Yes, I'm a
tradition.
fan. When is their bye week? I'll take that Sunday as a win. SOL.
Hey,
Same old Lions.
Hey Dawson, did you happen to watch Monday Night Football?
Last night, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't that a shame at the end when those two Raiders bumped into each other?
I vaguely remember.
The last play of the game, the Raiders threw a pass. They were trying
Oh,
to go
yeah,
down and
yeah,
score,
yeah.
and
Nobody
two Raiders
made it
ran
down.
into each other, and the ball sailed 40
yeah.
yards. It was fucking glorious.
Yeah.
There were
Sorry,
a,
wheat
a
bread,
few
but-
shames in that, but
Fuck the Raiders.
So, Doss, you like the Lions
I'm
and
done
the
with
Chargers.
Mahomes, dude.
So you hate yourself.
He's on too much now. No more Mahomes. I'm done. I don't want to see him play anymore.
Why?
I like to see him play. I don't want to see him on any more commercials. I'm over him, dude. I've had an ass full of Mahomes,
Well, buckle up,
and I'm
bro.
curious. I'm curious how many. Well, I know we're gonna get more,
He's got a $500 million
but
contract.
I know I'm not the only one who feels this way.
Hmm.
There's an army of us.
He's supposed to be.
We're steadily mounting.
He's supposed to be really cool in real life.
Wait, so you have a butt full of Mahomes and you're steadily
Butt full.
mounting?
Yeah, that's right,
Okay,
dude.
copy that. Let's see here. Mike J. Nilsson says, since becoming a
Hey,
father...
I wonder if he knows anything about TV ratings.
Yeah, he might. He says, since becoming a father, I have much less tolerance for things on TV and movies that involve fucking with children. I feel like a hypocrite because that never bothered me before, but also I would never let anyone fuck with my kid and live to tell about it. I know I'm not alone, but how do I cope with this? Yeah, I mean, I don't even think you need to be a father, but I'm sure it enhances it. Like, there's this scene in Ozark where it looked like this guy was about to drown a baby, but then it reveals later that he was actually baptizing the baby, but this guy was like unhinged. And I remember watching that, and then Jen's dad.
Spoiler alert.
Look, I
just
don't.
kidding,
season
dude.
2.
Yeah, it's like season 2. It really is. It's been long
Yeah.
enough. But you remember the scene, right? Didn't they purposely
Yeah.
make it look like he was going to kill
Yeah.
this baby? And then, so Jen's dad was watching Ozark not that long ago, and he was telling me about that scene. He's like, if he would have drowned that baby, I would have stopped watching. I was like, there's just no coming back from that. And I totally agree. I probably would have stopped watching too. Like, it's just, you can get too dark, I think. But, I mean, yeah, I'll also have Matt Dawson watch. Maybe not. But, yeah, there's just like something, like when kids die in movies, there's a movie called Mimic, and a kid died in that, like brutally killed by the monster. And you never really see that in horror movies like back then. Like kids kind of had that plot armor, invincibility, like that. Like, okay, you're never gonna die in this. They need you, or nobody would do that because it's just too off-putting. But then Mimic, they did it, and that stuck with me, and I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
I have 2 thoughts on this. The one movie that I feel like is sort of an odd litmus test for this is a Japanese movie called Battle Royale. And I don't know if all of you guys in studio have seen it.
I have
You
seen
saw-
it.
You told us
It
about
inspired the Hunger
Yeah.
Dome.
Right.
That's right.
We're totally
And
aware.
also the Hunger Games. And the premise is
that
basically
too.
kids are out of control. They're super rude to adults. So once a year, they randomly select a classroom of kids. They make them all kill each other until there's one left standing. And then that person is like a beacon, like not a hero, but like someone to be shamed
Yeah.
and like proof that kids are terrible. It's a really, really dark movie, but it's also like kind of a dope action.
That movie's incredible. I'll tell you why it doesn't bother me as much.
that movie's I'm sorry, but for my money, that's a bad example because what you're really, as a parent, it's easier to compartmentalize when all the kids are the same age and they're perpetrating
an
this
American.
violence.
Yeah, I get it, Gary. But maybe it's about more than that. Just because you have to read the subtitles, you can't empathize with them. No, but I do have a couple of friends actually that say that they cannot watch that movie because it involves kids, but I would say that that's one that
See, you don't look. Yeah, they're
probably
teens.
fine.
You don't.
They're not
And
kids.
Give those friends a bitch.
the thing about Mimic is this thing is killing adults, and then now it's gonna kill
Lord of the
kids.
Flies is kids.
Even
and
that's
another
disturbing.
good
the
one.
movie Kids is kids, and that's fucking disturbing.
Kids
It really is.
Kids is the most disturbing movie that's been mentioned so far. Because even the Mimic thing, it's like that's like supernatural. Like what really will fuck with me is like a legit adult doing something awful to a child that could actually happen.
Yeah.
And does actually happen. It's like,
Yeah.
that's the shit that fucks with me. Somehow, if the kids are the same age and going at it with each other, like that's easier to like step back from. It's not easy to watch kids where all of the kids are doing drugs at such a young age and doing all this fucked up shit. But it's easier because it's not being done to them by somebody in a position of authority or power. Like an adult can overpower a child.
Yeah.
With all that
makes
said,
sense.
I bet you all love the movie Trainspotting.
Another very upsetting.
They killed
death
a
in that
baby.
one, too. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Won't now.
Yeah.
Well, it's come up on the show many times.
I
There's a
know.
little podcast that I work for called Sword and Scale, and I have been
Fish one?
personally responsible for writing a number of episodes that involve small children, and it is
The
fucking
number
horrific.
is one, but a number. It's definitely a
Oh,
number.
no,
I'm just
it's more than
kidding.
one.
I'm
I've written
kidding,
more than
dude.
one.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's very upsetting.
Yeah.
It's very upsetting.
So, yeah. So Mike.
I've done this a number of times. That number is one,
That's good. Yeah.
but it's still a number.
Yeah. Look, Mikey J. I think we're with you, man. There's just, and I think it's good to have that feeling. I mean, if you're okay with that, like all that all the time.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
means you're.
I think
That
it's a
means
bad
you're
sign,
a normal.
buddy.
He wants to know how to
empathic
cope with it,
human
though.
being.
That's nice.
Does the
I don't know
dog
how.
die?
I don't know how you cope with
That's
it.
how
You
cope
know.
with it.
Oh.
Yeah, you just gotta just be aware. Yeah, before you're gonna watch a movie, you can look up stuff like that.
Yeah.
I Am Legend fucking kicked my ass when the fucking dog died, dude. I was pissed.
Yeah.
Bro, I haven't watched
Oh,
that
yeah,
yet.
it's too long.
There has to be a. Matt used to host a show called There Will Be Spoilers. What is the time length that we have before we can start talking about this stuff?
Dude, I Am Legend was like
It's a question as old as
2006.
time.
Yeah.
It's these days. I would argue it's one calendar year from when it's available digitally in your home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I Am Legend. Yeah, the dog dies. All right, and it was terrible, and it's still hard to watch.
I was so that was like fuck you, dude. That's screw you, asshole.
It's just
I
how.
would say 5
It's
years.
realist though.
Well, either way,
I know.
we
I know
still-
it could be spoiled in less than that, but 5 years is fair.
Yeah.
If it's been more than 5 years,
Well, I got 15
you don't
on
care.
I Am Legend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're,
so
either
you're
way.
fine.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough one to watch. Caitlin Cameron, she wrote in. She just said, "Hey, Mina Suvari complimented Dawson's voice on the Corolla show.
Oh,
That was cool.
Oh,
Eh?
that was nice.
So many people compliment his voice.
That was
A lot
neat
of
and
most
cool.
of it is off air too, because
Most of
Dawson
it.
gets a sound check. So we tell them have them get their mic up, put their headphone in, and Dawson just goes, "Could I get a quick count to 5?"
Just like that.
And
Just like that.
yeah, I mean, who was talking just now, right?
I get a quick guy.
And it always goes like this. Sure, whoa, your voice is crazy. Like that's typically what happens.
Yeah.
So it happens a lot. That one would just happen to be on air, but I would say 9 times out of 10 that happens. Ruben,
9 out of 12.
9 out of 12.
3 out of 4.
Yeah, that is 3 out of 4.
Sorry, that's the way my brain works.
No, 75 out of 100.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, Ruben Caballero says,
Steve's brother.
"Yeah, Steve Caballero,
We have-
skateboarding legend."
We have skating royalty, and listen to the show.
While at dinner tonight, my son decided to put a straw in my beer as a joke. Mm-hmm. But then it got me thinking. When I was in high school and starting to have my first sips of alcohol, I remember being told that drinking beer through a straw gets you drunk faster. Has anyone else heard this or tried it? Does it work? I don't know if it works unless you do it up your butt.
They do have a
Yeah,
thing
I'm pretty
called
sure
the internet.
that's what I heard too.
Yeah.
We could get the answer for this off the internet really quickly.
or we just could, not, because there's no way that's
Or
real.
we could just try it.
that's true.
Matt
There's
drinks
no
a
way
beer out
that's
of a
real.
straw.
I heard it.
Gary drinks the beer regular. I'll drink a beer
I think
out of a sippy cup, and Dawson drinks a beer out of his butt.
Here's
Done.
Done. Here's my theory on this whole.
Out of his butt. That's different.
Here's my theory on this whole thing.
You did
It was
sippy cup to yourself.
I took another cup, and I hate the fact that sippy cup was the first thing that came to
Sitting
mind.
over here chilling, like, I'll let you do all the heavy lifting this week.
Great. Gary, we finally have made it to
I'm
the next
fucking
level,
kicking
dude.
it, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Sucks.
LFG.
Don't even have to make these jokes anymore.
I'm just kicking it like this.
LFG. I will say, by the way, I say LFG a lot in text and email threads. And,
What's LFG?
And,
Let's fucking go.
and 9 times out of 12, people respond with, "What does that mean?" Or they'll respond privately. I don't know. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll catch on.
Those are old people.
Nice.
The young hip whippersnappers know what that means.
I definitely heard before that if you drink out of a straw, you get drunker. And I'm going to base this on the fact that I heard it from a drunk high school girl who liked to drink out of a straw, that it was invented and perpetuated by drunk high school girls who liked to drink out of straws.
I'm really keeping my fingers crossed this conversation happened many years ago.
In high school.
Yeah.
Pretty
So Jenny drinks her water out of this Yeti cup with the plastic straw in it. The usual, like the reusable straw, the Yeti.
Sure.
And it's ice water, so it stays cold longer. And I have discovered this new method for me to drink water, which I asked Jenny, "Hey, would you like a refill on your water while she's watching TV or reading a book or whatever?" And she says, "Sure." And I take the Yeti and I go over to my water dispenser out of my fridge, put a couple cubes of ice. And then I put the water
Out
in.
of that ice maker.
Wow,
out
man.
of my dope
that
ice
working
maker
ice
that works
maker.
that I rewired. Then I go to the water, I put the water in, and while it's filling up, I start drinking out of the straw simultaneously until I get my fill. And then once it fills up, I give it back to Jenny, and then I don't have to
Pretty
wash a
good.
glass.
Yeah. That's a pretty good theory.
Yeah, so
Or,
that's why I just
practice.
I save a glass because I just take her.
Does
Yeti,
she know that you do
and I just
this?
press
She
my.
does not.
I press
She does
my.
not. I
She's
can
finding
answer
out right
She
now
does
as
not.
she's
And
listening.
he's-
So I'm
that's why
filling the
I-
water,
that's good.
and then I just press my face onto the fridge because
Right.
that's the only way I can get
you
this
can get the
angle
straw
for
in there.
straw.
So
yeah.
now your face
so you're
is
filling
on the
and
fridge.
you're saving time, Chris.
Yeah,
You're saving time.
and then the water just stays at a perfect because the
Jen
water
doesn't
fills
wanna
at the
wait
same.
for you to get another glass
Yeah.
of water, and then you have to wash it. No,
And
you're
I
doing
look
the
like
right
such,
thing.
and I look awesome because I come back with a full thing of water for like, oh, Chris
Boom.
just went and got me water, but
And a
but-
magnet.
And she's
stuck to
like,
your
"Don't
forehead."
you need water? Don't you need to have a drink, Chris?" And you're like, "Nah, I'm good.
I'm good actually. Yeah, I'm
it's all
feeling
you.
all right.
Are
It's
you-
all you."
Chris, are you actively trying to maintain the
good.
water level with the sip? Like you're proud
I was just
of
saying,
yourself that
it
it's just
does not
riding
move.
that level?
I think the fridge is meant for this because it dispenses water at the rate that I sip, and it really just wherever I start sipping, the water level just doesn't move.
You can make it like a video game. You make it like a carnival game sometimes. You
Yeah.
gotta drink faster.
Yeah. See, it's just
I gotta beat the machine.
yeah. Carrie's sitting way far back. What's going on, man?
I just want to hear what story you want to tell next.
Why?
It's pretty good.
You keep telling great ones.
I'm just saying. It's currently my new move.
Cool.
Yeah. And then yeah, I'm less. I feel like I'm less wasteful.
How long does it take Jenny to listen to an episode? Because that's exactly how much time you have before your new move is over.
You're essentially giving
your face
your
is like
wife,
smashed up against the freezer of your
Yeah.
freaking thing.
Yeah.
and she's getting a cup of your backwash. Let's be honest. At a certain point, you're releasing what you're
Stop
sipping,
being
and it's going
necessarily
into
Why,
the
Matt? Come
you
on,
just crossed
dude.
the line.
That's what
Yeah.
you're doing.
Nah, put on your
You may
sandals
as well
and go walk
spit
over
in her
and
glass before you give it to her.
Play us a fan submitted song or something. Jeez,
Yeah,
dude.
man. You got any,
Go
you
play
got
with
any
the fire
OJC?
ants.
Other juicy content?
Don't tempt that drunk listener. He'll do it again.
I believe he's done it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, if there's more, dude, we gotta hear it.
No.
No, we
I
don't.
heard there's not a song this time. It's just ramblings.
Okay.
Donald Powell. Maybe I don't know. We'll see. Matt's still screening him. Donald
Listen, I
Powell.
still want other fans here. We have musical fans. Let's get
We
some
do.
going, people.
Yeah,
down.
we have KC, who we just insulted for
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Well,
Some people just like to listen to this show just to get away from all the shit. They don't want to have to write songs for us.
If only we had
it.
two
You can just
songwriters
enjoy
on the
it.
show.
Yeah.
If only. Hey, I wrote channels. Well, actually, Matt wrote. I co-wrote channels.
You performed
Yeah,
channels.
I wrote the chord changes.
Yeah.
That's true. Your music by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some
only
would
3
argue
chords.
that those were innately brought to you from the structure of the lyrics that
It
I
was,
placed.
yeah.
It had to be written in those keys because of how the lyrics drove it.
I enjoy reading, writing, ping pong.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt gets 9 out of 12%.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting
Thanks.
stuff.
Yeah. We'll do 9 out of 12. 9-12 split. Donald Powell says, when I lived in Virginia Beach, my ex talked me into swimming in the ocean. Got in, and I was hit in the face with a wave and got my mouth full of salty ocean water. That's what Dasani tastes like to me.
Okay.
Because we're talking,
Yeah.
I think, in the Patreon episode
I think so. I've never
about bottled
understood-
water. I don't get the Dasani hate,
I don't either. There's
and I'm happy I don't
It's a
get
little
it.
dramatic, don't you think?
I would say so too, but look, people really don't like it. Maybe people have that weird gene how some people can't eat cilantro because it tastes like soap.
soap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or salami.
or salami
Because
tastes
it
like
tastes
cilantro,
like the Pope.
or it tastes like both the Pope. Dude, if I ate salami and it tasted like both the Pope, a Popolo, I'd be bummed,
I'd be
man.
concerned.
I'd be mad, dude.
Yeah. Seriously, that's a red flag.
Yeah. But look, more Dasani for me and Gary, I guess, and Doss.
Yeah.
Jake Zerby says, Doss, I agree, though. Arrowhead is the worst
It is the
bottled water. Many years ago, my cousin
And they're
said,
stealing it. I mean, they basically they just somehow fucking got water rights. Some fucking natural water well. They sell it to the world. They're selling our water. Fuck you.
many years ago, my cousin said it tasted like carrots, and now to this day, that's all I taste when I drink Arrowhead is carrots. That said, I'm not a hippie, but bottled water is pretty lame when it comes to plastic waste. Anyone over 35 remembers a time when bottled water was considered, quote, fancy. But get a reusable bottle. It just makes sense. Peace and love.
Yes.
Still not a hippie, though. Yeah, I'm down for that. I think it's bottled water is wasteful, too, man. That's why I drink... I think I save a lot of waste by the way that I've been consuming water lately. So, yeah, me and Jake, I think we're all on the same page here.
I get the fucking I get the Sparklets delivery with the cooler and shit. And the best part is it's got a hot water button. So I can fucking grind my coffee and throw it in the fucking carafe and then just fucking hit hot water. I don't have to boil shit. And they missed my water delivery.
Oh.
And I had to go and so now, fuck that, dude. Now I'm ordering extra bottles, dude. That will not happen to this man twice.
No. Yeah.
Fool me once.
Yeah. The
I had to boil water for coffee for fucking 2 days.
What is the best method for
Shame.
coffee? Because I've tried them. I've done the Nespresso. I've done Keurig. I've done the pot with the filter, the pour over. There's this thing called like an AeroPress that I've done. The French press. Yeah.
I got a
the
French press.
press is the best.
I got
right?
a French
Pretty
press. That's
much.
what I got.
Yeah.
I
throw pour
threw
over's
the
good,
Keurig
too.
away.
Keurig is good if you're in a pinch.
It broke.
It really is just a time saving thing.
And then
but
I'm like, I'm not getting this.
It's
Again,
also come a
so
long
much
way.
garbage.
there's a lot of waste too with the Keurig,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of waste.
I think it's.
I used to drink coffee all the time at Corolla, and then when we moved out here, I was not drinking as much coffee. And then when my family came out to visit, they're big coffee drinkers, so I bought a coffee maker, just like a drip coffee, and I have been starting to make coffee for myself again, and I am not doing it properly. I have been putting so much caffeine that I have had multiple out-of-body experiences is really the best way that I could describe it. Like, I was on another fucking planet, and I've never had that happen before in my life. But for some reason, not having caffeine for like 4 or 5 months and then just fucking not just putting in way too much of the grind, just not knowing the right ratio. I'm still trying to figure it out, but it's been intense.
Are you grinding
It's been
your own
really
beans?
intense. No, I've just been getting pre-ground stuff.
That's odd then. Yeah, I wonder how much. Yeah, I wonder if that really.
Yeah, I'm
affects
not
it.
really sure what's
I
going on.
grind the
but,
beans.
You grind your beans.
I grind my beans.
Dang.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but
You
it is
flick your
always that
beans?
thing.
Ooh. I don't have any beans, bro. I got golf balls.
I think as far as coffee that goes though, I always want what I don't have. Like I get the espresso. I have like an espresso maker, and then when I do the espresso and I do it all fancy, I'm like, dude, I miss drip coffee. and then I'll bust out the drip coffee machine. It's like I miss the espresso. So it's
Takes too long.
You just want what you don't have. That's just human nature. Steve Hartley says, Gary, it's called a hand of bananas, not a bushel. Bro.
I was today years old when I read that. I had no idea.
I don't know.
It should be a bushel of bananas.
It's apparently a hand of bananas, and each actual banana is referred to as a finger.
Ew. No.
Yeah, no.
Then I guess I can't do banana trauma either.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the it just makes more sense. The alliteration, bushel, it looks like a bushel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Me too.
I always thought it was a bunch.
A bunch of bananas.
Oh yeah, I saw
Exactly.
bushel better.
I think a bunch. I think I read that a bunch is when it's multiple hands all growing together.
Yeah, because if I saw 3 bananas and someone's like, "Hey, you got a bunch of bananas," I think he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, dude,
That's a few.
you calling me out for my my low banana supply right now?
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Only got 3 fingers. Let me be. Let me live.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see this. Oh, this one bummed me out, Gary.
Oh, boy.
Sarah Jacobo says, a few years ago, I got a credit card from Walmart, and after my first purchase, I was asked to review what I purchased. They liked my reviews and invited me to join their Spark program. I get a bunch of free random stuff each month to review. In 4 years, I've received 4 laptops, beds, shoes, clothes, stuff for the kitchen, couches, and
Jesus.
so much more. So please do the reviews. I always tell people, do the reviews. You never know where it may take you. So yeah, they got in the program. How's the toy influencing going?
It's not working out.
Ah,
I've had 0 nibbles.
come on,
That's,
people.
that's the
Give
closest
Gary
to
some
a
nibbles.
Nibble. That's the closest to a nibble. I've got
Chunk nibbles.
I can do it.
I'm doing it. You should try. Yep, I'm over here trying.
I think maybe you guys need to do a new approach. The problem is that you guys are having Gary Jr. playing with toys that are meant for a child his age. You need to start getting product reviews of things that would not normally be appropriate for your child. And I don't think Joy is going to be on board with it right away.
You
But
don't
I think
think?
the viral quality of these videos, the
Hold on.
result, is going to speak for
Do you
itself.
have a pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, write this down. Great
yeah.
idea. Write all this down.
Should hold on to this advice.
Like, what do you
Baby
think?
bourbon. Baby
Yeah,
bourbon
I was
test.
just gonna say, what do you think we should start with? Like a knife set,
Yeah, exactly. The whole unboxing thing.
Come on.
sandpaper.
Perfect.
Yeah. Boom. Gotcha.
This is viral sensation.
Yeah.
You want to do 2 more and then we'll call it?
Let's do it.
Okay. Dan
What are we gonna call
Churchman. Well, we'll figure that out soon. Dan Churchman says, "Well, I guess I'm a psychopath because I have nothing on my walls. I don't look at the walls. I look at my 65-inch 8K flat screen, which I'm able to afford since I don't have a wife that unilaterally decides she needs a new end table from Cost Plus World Market."
Boom.
Whoa, Dan
Wow.
Churchman.
A lot of
Whoa,
fire.
bro.
Hey,
Lot of
Church,
fire.
Fired.
hey, Churchman, was that a typo? 65? Those are JV numbers. We have to bump those numbers up. If you don't have no wife that needs a fucking end table, let's bump those numbers up to something we can actually fucking see.
Dang. Did we just start a war?
I don't know, man, but he's calling me out because my
Shots
wife
are
goes to Cost Plus
fired.
World Market. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah. I like it, Dan. And lastly, Bill Richardson says, in 5th grade, I had a Cindy Crawford poster on the back side of my bedroom door, and my parents didn't find it for at least a year.
Yeah.
Good place to put it. Good place
Good.
to put it. So there you go. Those are our comments, everybody. Thanks for writing again.
Amazing. Amazing.
Do we even say where people post those? I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. Well, I will tell them now because we did not. These are from our Facebook group. And if anybody wants to send us a comment or join the Facebook group, it's really easy and it's free. Just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions. We might let you in. My favorite place on the internet. All right, let's go around and get our plugs and then we'll GTFO. I'll start over here on my left. Gary Smith, what do we check out?
Let's check out Reasonable Doubt. The big episode is available early this week because of some scheduling issues. So if you want to just follow it anywhere you get podcasts, and then to subscribe to all of our video content is youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. And hit me up about toy influencer stuff.
Yeah, let's get Gary's family in the toy influencing circle. Matt, what do you want us to check out?
Well, you can check out my Twitter at Matt Fondelier, and I'm also going to plug an Xbox One game called Cuphead, which is an old school scrolling style game. Probably the most difficult game I've ever played. Took me about 2.5 to 3 years on and off, but I just beat it about 10 minutes before we started recording, and I'm on cloud 9.
Ah, congratulations.
Thank you. It was a great day around here.
Hard
Yeah.
fought.
Can't pay the rent, but Cuphead off the list.
Beautiful.
Cuphead. That's I don't know if I like that name.
Oh, it's so good. They've made like a cartoon series about it. It's become a very popular like franchise, but the original game
Is it just a guy?
I have it in my car.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
We can go to lunch, leave the Malibu here, and we'll play it on the way.
Yeah.
Can you put your Tesla screen to play it?
I can't remember. For a while there, they had it so you could play it if you had a passenger in the seat, and then people got pissed about that. And I don't think you can play while you're in drive anymore.
Lame. No, it's not lame. Please, everybody drive safely. Doss, what do we suggest? Or what do you suggest you check out?
I forgot to put on my Axe Head watch today. So you probably go to axeheadwatch.com.
I wouldn't have forgotten. Neither would Gary.
And
Definitely not.
I miss it. It's a nice watch, and it's not on me today because we had to be at work early.
You ever get any splinters off that thing?
No, dude.
Me either.
Yeah.
Nice. And I think if you use the code Woof Woof,
How do you spell that?
WOOF.
No, there's another W.
Another
in there.
W in there. Yeah. Two of those. W squared.
That was clear.
For like 20% off, 15% off. I don't fucking know. 25%. Half off. I don't think it's half off. I don't know what it is. You get a discount. But the watches are nice. Get one.
Yeah, they are very, very nice.
Thanks, Mike Saliba.
All right, and as for me, check out the Patreon page that we do. Yeah,
that's a great
patreon.com/watercooler. Really the best and only way to support this program, and we very, very much appreciate it. And thank you again to all the subscribers. All right, that will do it for Watercooler. We'll see you later this week for Patreon. We love you. Goodbye.